Athyna wanted you to have this, so here it is. Good news travel fast. We are Celeste Bono and Walo Lapuju, and we're bringing you positive news from all over the world. But before we start, make sure you share your own good news on the Q&A below. If you're on Spotify, that is, right, Walo? And they might get featured on a future episode. Hi, happy Monday. How are you, beautiful man?
Hi, Celeste. How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. Not as awful as yours, because you sound awful. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I got a flu, but the show must go on. The show must go on. Yes.
Is it a regular flu or like a COVID or like the Wallow flu or man flu?
I don't know. I have no answer to that question. I was trying to come up with a joke, but it wasn't happening. But yeah, let's
no, it's fine. It's don't force yourself. So, did you do a lot of eating during the weekend?
A lot of cooking, more of cooking than eating. I've been eating that today and
feeling guilty?
I never feel guilty about eating. I enjoy food.
I know.
Food is one of the pleasures of existence.
Well, let me tell you a story of how nibbling away will take us to a more circular economy. You're going to love this.
Yes,
First,
I will.
Let's back it up. So plastics make up for up to 12% of all global waste and don't degrade over time, clogging up, landfills and polluting our environment. You know that. So luckily, a group of scientists from the University of Texas has developed and I don't know how to say this word because English is not my first language, but an enzyme, how do you call it? Enzyme that, get this, eats plastic. Wow.
I love that.
That's right. This enzyme breaks down a type of plastic that isn't all types of packaging. And it does it in just a matter of hours versus centuries. We're used to that. It takes for it to happen naturally. It would help to lighten a load of plastic on our landfills, but it will provide corporations with a chance to reuse and recycle their own products. How, you may wonder? Well, this gritty enzyme not only eats it up, but it breaks the plastic down into smaller parts, and then it can chemically be put back together to create a new product. This would allow major industries to reduce their environmental impact by recovering and reusing plastics at the molecular level. To this enzyme, I say, bon appetit. Isn't this amazing?
Bon appetit. Yeah, I love it. I can't believe there's something that eats
plastic. I mean, to be honest, we've been eating plastic for so long now, I think. And we didn't even realize.
Yeah, that's awful. This is supposed to be
awful.
Good news. Traveled fast.
Good news.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Speaking about food, ever noticed how you are always accepting cookies from all the websites you go to?
I thought you meant the actual food.
Cookies are food.
I am.
Who's to say they're not food?
I thought you were gonna be like, have you ever noticed how you're accepting cookies from strangers? Yes, I have noticed. I'm always go like, accept it all. But I don't know. Is that bad?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Do you really know what you're accepting when you say
no?
Yes,
Definitely not.
I don't mean to make you feel stupid or anything, but 90% of people accept cookies, but only 3% actually want them. If you're in the EU, though, your luck's about to change. It turns out Google's option to accept all cookies was an infringement of EU data laws. Starting in France, Europe will now have the option to reject all cookies. It's not that it didn't exist before, but the option was so deep into the rabbit hole, no one really did it. This asymmetry was unlawfully steering users into accepting cookies for the ultimate benefit of Google's advertising business. Cookies allow Google and other businesses to track outages and protect against spam and measure audience engagement with their offered content. Accepting all cookies also allows them to offer you personalized ads and content and deliver and measure the effectiveness of these ads. But these will all depend on the settings of your own browser. If you're not comfortable with Google or any other company snooping on your online behavior, even if it's just for you to have a better experience, know that you can still reject these cookies even if the button doesn't appear straight away. For us outside the EU, We still need to jump through hoops to get in there, but just know we are not powerless in the face of cookies. Yeah, the cookie.
So what should I do? Should I just keep eating the cookies or not?
Nah, what you do is there's a place there's usually a place with with options where you like I think adjust or something like that. I usually always go there to decide what cookies I want, and I try to. There's usually a reject all button where you can turn off all the cookies. Yeah, it's just a bit stressful, and people just want to accept so that
I know exactly. So you go on with the site. You're like, yeah, accept it all, whatever.
Yeah, but now if you live in the EU, you can reject all. And then if you don't live in the EU, you have to go through the long process of but I think it's worth knowing. People should know that.
It is worth knowing, as everything we tell in this show.
Yes. Everything.
Well, I have the last. Yeah, every single thing. That's right. I have the last piece for you.
Yeah.
So this woman was certainly powerless when American soldiers stole her birthday cake from her house during World War II. Heartless? Try hungry. It was Mary Mayan's 13th birthday when the American army made its way through Vicenza, liberating it from Nazi control. Mayan and her family hid on their farm as German and American forces fought in the dying days of World War II. Her mother had baked her a cake and left it to cool by the window. When all of them woke up the next day to see the American liberation of their village, the cake was gone, apparently eaten by hungry American soldiers. 77 years later, in a celebration commemorating the liberation of Vicenza, Mary Mayan was presented with a cake to replace the one stolen more than 7 decades ago. An emotional Mary celebrated her 90th birthday together with American troops on a day she will never forget. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful story to end today's show?
I would like some cake right now.
Have you ever had... No, we cannot be that insensitive, but I've never got my cake stolen or anything. I never had anything stolen.
Never.
Anyway, it's lovely to hear.
I would steal your cake though.
Let's stop there. Have a beautiful Monday.
No. Yeah, have a beautiful Monday, Celeste.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Oh my God.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. There will be more great news tomorrow. Good news, trouble fast, they say. News podcast serving positivity and laughter in daily doses. Oh, but we don't have episodes on the weekends. We actually have to sleep. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about new episodes. And if you like the show, make sure you rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. This podcast was produced by Matthias Rosenberg, creative direction by Josefina Cordova, and hosted by Walo Lapaju and Celeste Bono. That's me. This show is supported by Athyna. Hire, manage, and retain world-class global talent at Athyna.io. A brilliant startup like yours needs the best of the best on your team. Are you taking advantage of global talent? Level up your team for more success for only 33% of your usual hiring costs. Go to Athyna.io right now to learn more. That's Athyna.io.